So go ahead, Zach, and take it away. What happened last time?
So last time we tested the contract in the flames, and we found out that Marlock, who is a servant of Maymond, Maymond is the king of the third layer of hell, and Marlock is a servant of Maymond and is the one that signed the contract. It helps arrange the contract, right? So the idea is, no, you don't like that?
No, that's right. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay. All right, I was gonna say. So the idea is we kill Marlock and we release ourselves from the contract. Now, there's a couple ways we could do that. We can summon and bind and destroy him. We could fight him in open combat. But ultimately, we need to walk the plane of dreams, find this guy named Gwydion, who resides on the plane of Mechanus. And
there was also... You missed one thing in there.
Okay.
At the end of the session, Axarlof said basically there's two ways you could really go about it. If you wanted to bind him... Yeah. Bind Marlock.
You need a dreamscaper who can capture his essence.
Yeah. Well,
but that's Gwydion, though.
But
right?
you need a black sapphire from the Pillars of Creation.
I was getting there. I got that written down.
Okay.
It's just at the tail end here.
Okay, go for it.
We would have to. So black sapphire from the Fountains of Creation and the Plane of Fire. Soul Trap gem is what the black sapphire is, and we would have to seek out Axos and Tyrion.
Axos.
Yeah, and Atlas is not really stoked about that one because it sounds really hot and fiery.
Well, no. Axos is in Mount Celestia.
Oh, okay.
It was one. It was like Axarlof initially explained. You guys could go to the plane of fire, a plane of magma, and go to the Fountains of Creation and get a black sapphire. Or
just do it ourselves.
Or you can, basically do it yourself. Or
find that guy. He'll give us one. Whatever Axos and Tyrion is, right?
Yeah, or you can go find Axos, who resides in Mount Celestia, and the rumor is you can do something for you, and he will grant you what you seek. And that's basically where we ended the session, so no one really knows much about Mount Celestia at the moment. In fact, Greem, I think, was the one who had... No, Aenos was the one who told everyone this. Because Axarlof had talked to him. And Aenos was telling the party about this. And also, you guys had 2 guards take some of the orphan goblin children.
Yeah, so we did. We all had dreams too that we believe was sent from a deity. There was lightning involved, and all of us saw different things.
Did we ever peg down which one we thought that was?
There's a couple that you could have.
I think I said I got Torm?
Cord.
Gotcha.
And Greem's, you thought yours was maybe from Ioun. Based on, you didn't have any elements of the storm in yours. You just had a library and a book that had her sigil on the front, and you found that book. And you're not sure if it was already there or if it was divine intervention.
Well, I almost would go with divine intervention just because of my background. So
yeah,
I'd be like, you know what? Because it's a she, right?
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what? She spoke to me. I found this. Yeah, it was her doing.
Yeah, pretty much. And so Aenos had just laid this on you, essentially, at the moment.
And was it last time that we slaughtered the goblins? Or was that before that?
It was last time.
It was last time, too. You guys got a lot done last time. It was like, boom, boom, boom.
Lots
Dreams,
of murder,
killed
mayhem.
goblins, solved some plots. I mean, you guys pretty much did it all. And Aenos has just unveiled this Mount Celestia Axos option in front of you. As you guys sit in the manor. I think this was over breakfast. But regardless, you guys hear this from Aenos' mouth.
Man, our breakfast conversations are always pretty intense around here.
Yeah, they are fucking They're crazy.
Morning. Oh my God, things happen in my dreams. Oh,
Literally
good.
yesterday was. Did the gods speak to you?
Well,
They
no,
did to me last
week has
night.
happened.
Everybody.
A week has happened. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 1 week has passed.
We get shit done in short periods of time, though.
Yeah, you had a
All
couple
right.
breakfasts that weren't very, exciting. It was like, hey, you sleep well? Yeah. No dreams? No, not really. Type deal.
It was the same ham that we had the past 3 days.
Need new
excited.
ham. All right. So, what do you guys wish to do after Anos lays this truth bomb on you guys?
All right, so what are our next courses of action?
How did Anos know about Axos and Tyrion?
Exarloth told him. Anos
So-
is now wears the ring.
But, okay,
almost
so
pretty much all the time.
I feel like there's like a billion paths then, right? Because so
There could.
Gwydion the Dreamscaper, right? Resides on the plane of Mechanos.
Those paths all lead to him eventually, probably, because the Axos and the Pillars of Creation, those two paths right there, that's just to get a Soul Trap gem, essentially.
So real quick, what's the Pillars of Creation? Is that out at Mount Celestia?
No, that's on the plane of magma, plane of fire. Yeah, that's like you don't want to go there.
Yeah, I don't want to.
It just sounds bad.
Yeah, trust me, my skin hurts.
Mount
just thinking
Celestia,
about it.
you don't know much about that. Green, if you want to make actually anyone can make a Arcana or Religion check, or
Sweet.
or History
I'll do religion.
if you're proficient in it.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I might have history.
It'll be
What am
fair.
I
It's like
best at?
DC. Okay.
Is that really the best I could do? Come on. Can I cast guidance on myself to see what happens?
I'll do
I think
history.
guidance you have to cast beforehand.
Yeah, I know.
You
Want to
cast-
give me guidance?
You can, yeah, I was gonna say cast on him before he goes.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's cast some guidance on some peoples.
All
All
right.
right, John, I got guidance on you. You'll roll a d4.
I may not need it.
Wow,
Mm.
nice.
Holy shit!
For the
Yeah.
sake of it.
You've heard of this place. Maybe not in the ways as your companions
dude.
have, but being
25.
a little bit of a bookish type when you were younger, always in the libraries of House Macedon, the heroes always interested you. And one theme that was common amongst almost all the epics that you've read was Mount Celestia. And Mount Celestia resides on the outer planes. It's one of the outer planes. And it's a single sacred mountain that rises from a shining silver sea to heights that are utterly incomprehensible, with 7 plateaus marking its 7 heavenly layers. The plane is the model of justice and order, and of celestial grace and endless mercy. You know that Devas, Empyreans, angels, plantars reside here to basically rest and fight incursions against the forces of evil. And you also know it's a place of pilgrimage for religious travelers.
That sounds so much better than the plane of fire. So can you paste that in, Matt? So I can.
That was just off. That was not really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
Sorry.
Like, if you got the DMG, I'm sure you could. That's pretty much the same thing in there.
Yeah, it's mostly that. That's what I'm reading right here. But yeah, you recall epics that along the way of their pilgrimage or their epic fight, they had to go to Mount Celestia to seek help from an angel or a planetar, sometimes Empyreans, and sometimes they would fail in their task, but
It's okay. So is Celestia the same thing as the normal D&D Celestia?
Mount Celestia.
Mount Celestia. Okay. So basically, we've got Pillars of Creation, Plane of Fire, or Mount Celestia, Axis and Tyrion, and both of those get us a Soul Trap gem.
Yeah.
And then we need to talk to Gwydion, the Dreamscaper, to help us set up the ritual that traps the Marlock in the Soul Trap.
Correct. Or you could just go straight to Gwydion if you knew how to find him, and try to face Marlock one-on-one without another plan.
I like the Soul Trap idea, personally.
Now, how to get to Mount Celestia is another issue.
It's not a bus?
No.
Just hop on that chariot and ride.
Just go yell at the sun. Hey, Apollo! Come on, down here.
Help us out,
please.
bro.
Pilar!
Greem, go ahead and make a... Actually, Greem, you're a cleric of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You know this. There is what's called... It's almost like a back door to these kinds of places.
Okay.
It's called the Infinite Staircase.
Okay.
It's... You don't really know what it looks like per se. But you know that there are a few entrances. And I guess, actually, Aenos would know this too. Shit, he's noble. And so are you. You're dwarf noble, but not the quite same. But you get it from your cleric or knowledge, and he gets it because he's nobility.
Yeah.
But there's a few not well-known, but known entrances to this infinite staircase that connects all of the outer planes. And they treat it as a back door, essentially. But these known entrances, Aenos, is a secret that's well kept among nobility. You personally don't know any such location. But someone else that's nobility or used to be noble that resides in your country might.
And they're hiding the stairway to heaven, all for themselves.
Bastards.
Yeah, I'll relay this to everybody. And it's, so that sounds like... Why nobles, in particular, that have this knowledge?
Just they have the resources to have
To pay for secrets.
You know?
To pay for the secrets.
And
Gotcha.
Damn the
you don't
rich.
think it was actually anything from your generation or your dad's or grandpa's or your great-great-grandpa's. This is nobility that stretches way back when. Because something like this is not even really talked about. Going to the outer planes, that's not normal, everyday noble life. But some nobles might have more information.
Perhaps an elven noble?
Perhaps. But, Torhan's not elven, though.
Was she half elf? Or
She's
human?
half elf.
Yeah, half elf. That sounds right.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So Torhana sounds like who we should talk to next. But just to be clear, is everybody good with Mount Celestia path, not the Plane of Fire path?
So those are our two possible options?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, the third one is we just go find Gwydion, we skip the Soul Trap gem, and we summon Marlock and fight him one-on-one. Whereas if we do the Soul Trap, we think that's a clever way to capture Marlock, maybe get some information.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Atlas is vulnerable to fire. It's going to take a lot to get him to go to the Plane of Fire. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
You're like, no, but your armor's like, yes.
Yes.
I mean, I know what Fickle wants, and I think I could get that without going to the Plane of Fire. So,
Honestly, I'm good with whichever. Any route we take spells amazing experience. So, but I would probably agree with you in not going to the fire part.
Cool.
Just because I don't want to stick you on a roast just yet.
just
They think
It sounds a whole
Hey,
lot
if you turn fucking evil, man, I will light your ass up. But right now we're good.
I am lawful neutral.
Okay.
Based on the names, I vote for the non-plane of fire option.
Yeah. Right.
I have very limited knowledge of the subject, so I'm going with which one sounds better.
You're like, you know what? Mount Celestia sounds better than Plane of Magma and the Pillars of Creation. You
Hey,
know?
who the hell doesn't want to go see the gods or as close to them as possible?
Yeah, Pillars of Creation
Depends on
sounds
what
way
you like.
cooler than Plane of Fire does, though.
But it's not.
Well, the
Quite.
Pillars of Creation are in.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
saying if they just called it that, you might get more tourists. That's all.
I know. Hey, guys, want to go to the Pillars of Creation? Oh, yeah, sounds great. They're
It's
in the
fine.
Plane of Fire.
But don't worry, a day pass is only 25 gold. It's just great.
It's warm and sunny. Wait.
Everyone loves it there. Trust me.
It's beautiful.
It's
We would
warm.
call it Greenland.
No, yeah, right. Nobody ever wants to leave. Ever wants to? Well, they don't really have a choice. It's cool.
Yeah, they're there forever. All right. So, who goes to talk to Lady Torhana?
Those
Oh.
guys.
No
Yeah, it's
goes?
like-
I got it.
All right. Alice, so you make your way through the manor.
Cracking the fingers. Let's do this.
All right.
Let's do it.
Ready for a fight.
All right. You approach
Got
her door.
this.
It's closed.
Gentle knock.
Oh, hello.
Lady Torhana, need to speak with you before we head out.
Well, please come in. It's unlocked.
Open the door. Walk in.
She is scantily clothed. She has like a light, almost see-through, not quite, like a robe over her. She's tightening up. Hello, Atlas.
Hello. Good
It's
morning.
a pleasure to see you.
Yeah. It's good to see you as well. So the group and I are ready to head out. But I had a few things I wanted to talk with you first.
As always.
So we're running into some. You know about the curse, the soul contract, right? So
yes.
what we're working on right now is instead of trying to build an army to satisfy this dragon
Mm-hmm.
request, we'd like to break the contract, and we think we figured out a way to do that. I don't really want to concern you with the details. It's not pretty, obviously, and definitely puts us in danger. But we think it's a
Make a. What's your passive perception, or passive insight and perception?
okay. How do I make sure that I'm assuming it's just right in the
It's
sheet?
10. It's 10 plus whatever your
Your
modifier
totals
is.
Are, yeah.
Yeah.
10 plus perception. So
Robinson, you're
it's-
seducing, aren't you?
14.
14's perception.
Yeah, 14 is yes.
All right.
Plus
What's
4.
what's her insight?
My insight is plus 0.
Okay.
So,
With your perception, you notice her start get a little a blush to her face when you mention the perils that you might be entering into. But you don't
Insight
really,
check. No.
you don't really, yeah, you don't really know.
Now's your chance. Make your move.
yeah, right.
Um,
You will marry me.
It's like
One of those
you're not.
perils you went through.
I definitely wanted to talk about that, but
You don't have
okay.
to tell me, but I wish you the best.
Well, I think there's something that you might be able to help with. Are you familiar with Mount Celestia?
No, not really.
You're okay.
Infinite
I-
Staircase was.
I mean,
the-
I guess technically I have no reason to doubt her.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I kind of just take that at face value and say, well, we're having issues because we need to find our way there. And Aenos was saying that royalty, legacy royalty kind of has a path. They understand, they know. Do you have any direction you could point us into?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Does the infinite staircase mean anything to you?
Personally, no. But I think I might know someone. What is this infinite staircase? Explain it to me.
Mount Celestia, right? The historical Mount Celestia, the religious pilgrimage point, right?
Okay.
We're trying to get there. And
Okay.
I only imagine that the infinite staircase is how we get there.
It's infinite and it's a staircase.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, maybe to explain. All right, so just to recap for your benefit, the infinite staircase is you don't really know what it looks like, but you imagine it being an infinite staircase.
That's what I was at with it. You're like,
It's a rhetorical staircase.
It is essentially a back door, and once you're on this staircase, you can go to any of the outer planes, but you have to find another exit to that plane that you're seeking. So these kind of, from the way Greem explained it, and Aenos explained it to you as well, they are kind of long lost doors scattered throughout the material plane and other planes as well. They could be a closet in an old abandoned ruin. It could be they could have shifted to someone's bedroom door one night and they find themselves on an infinite staircase. But once you're there, it is a staircase to any of the outer planes.
Okay. All right. Well, I relay that back to Lady Tirana.
Okay. You know what? In my younger courting years, I courted a noble by the name of Ellen Archibald.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Shit. Just a second.
What?
Does he live in not Javar, Illenfoss?
Are you asking her?
Fuck. So I just say, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to play it cool because
Okay, you're obviously not playing it cool, so she's gonna make an insight check.
Just a second.
play it cool, bro.
All right.
Play it cool.
All right. 24. I'm trying to play it cool.
Okay.
All right. I want to be genuine because the truth is this might not be the same guy. But the
Okay. You play it cool.
Oh, thank God. Because for their benefit, because they weren't there for that session.
They weren't.
I murdered everybody this guy knows, basically.
Oh, good. So
anyway.
you're gonna murder her?
You murdered two
like,
guards.
No, I murdered 2 guards and stuffed one's body inside a statue he enjoyed. So like a big old globe. Yeah. Anyways, interesting. What was his first name?
Out of context,
Ellen?
you sound like a terrible person.
Ellen Archibald.
Ellen Archibald. Interesting. Okay.
Do you know him?
No. Can't say that I do. It'll be good to meet him. So
Okay.
courted him in his early days?
Yes. He lives in Illenfoss now. But I was just 15 and he claimed that he could show me the wonders of all the planes. I thought at the time that he was just being a romantic. But not too much later, I heard through rumor that the Archibald's youngest became mentally infirm and claimed to have traveled up an impossibly long staircase through his bedroom.
Interesting. Yeah, that sounds right, doesn't it?
To you, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
maybe there's more to this than I thought.
Perhaps. I mean, it's quite dangerous.
Well,
my understanding is we may walk in one door, but to actually find the plane we're looking for, we could spend a lifetime. So
this is true.
So we're certainly going to have to do some research. Perhaps Ellen would be interested in helping us. I don't know.
I don't know about that, but Oh shit! I didn't advance the day. Hold on. I gotta do that. Days add.
Stop everything.
Oh shit. Oopsie. I didn't mean to do that either. Hold on. 16 plus 7 is 23. Okay. In about a month, the Archibalds hold the annual Stormfest ball. If you plan to go there, that might be a opportune moment for you.
Would you be interested in attending as my date?
You know what? I would. You're not going to leave me there and go off to other planes now, are you?
I mean, unfortunately, that is currently what we're planning to do. Yeah. But I mean, I also
let me know beforehand so I can make a hasty exit.
Okay. Well, I don't want to, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a fun night. But I do want to say something that's a bit concerning to me. I'm curious what your long-term motives are. I know you're asking about putting somebody in power here permanently, and that the most natural choice is you, because all of us are traveling all the time. But I'm a little bit concerned because we talked about marriage before, to unite houses and this land, and then you make a play for Jacques at lunch or whatever.
No such thing.
It makes me curious. I mean, I've never considered, in my younger life, if I would have just lived.
You're still young. You're like 20, 21.
I know. But when I was younger, right before I got shipped off, I always thought I was going to grow up to marry a woman that I really didn't care for, simply because my parents told me that's what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm a bit older, I don't really want it to go down that way. So I'll do what I have to do for this nation and for our city. But I really don't want to enter into a loveless marriage where, you would go shopping around.
I am not that kind of woman.
Do I believe her? Or
What does an insight check give you?
Yeah, if you're actively trying to...
I'm like, insight check this woman.
Insight, yeah. If you're actively trying to see if she's lying or not.
Okay.
Like, I love you, baby. Yeah, I love you too.
I'm using inspiration on this. So what does that get me?
Advantage.
Okay.
Some dude falls out of her bed.
He was like actually invisible the whole time. He's like, oh shit, I moved.
Oh shit.
All right.
She was trying to distract you with that rope.
You believe her.
Okay.
You believe her.
Okay. So I just asked her what that was about then.
That... I didn't think you were interested anymore. You've been gone for so long. Part of our bargain, the reason I'm here, the reason this nation, if you could call it that, it's not even a nation yet. It hasn't been acknowledged by any other nation. Is because of me. I gave this place 25,000 gold pieces of my account. In return, I've gotten a nice house out of it, sure. And a nice chunk of land. But the thing I mostly desire is a partner. I only have probably a couple more years of childbearing years left.
If you liked it, you should have put a baby in it.
I need, not just once, I need to pass on my lineage.
So, I mean, I think that's okay. It's just I need there to be enough trust. I need there to be 100% trust here. And I still feel uneasy.
I swear, if you walk out of there with a magic ring, being like, "So this other contract." Come on, Atlas.
Now that I think of it, no, just kidding.
But you get what I'm saying. There's not. I'm just concerned, is all. Is there anything
you don't
can
trust
do to help?
me? I have not staged a coup. You've been gone for months. I have actively built up this nation. I have started building a road infrastructure to a trading partner. I don't know what else I can do to gain your trust.
All right.
If you do not wish to personally court me, then find someone that will.
Let's start with the date at the ball. Does that sound fair?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so Atlas has his first date. Trusts her a little bit.
A date that you're going to ditch her at.
But he's
Well,
going
so we don't
hopping.
know yet, right? Like that's the thing is we could go talk to this guy first.
You could.
And I don't have to ditch her at the date. You know what I mean? How about? And we're about to leave.
Well, it's about a month until the ball.
Yeah, so we're gonna hang out here for a month. We're gonna go do some shit, right?
It's about a week by horseback to Illenfoss.
Okay.
So you're going to hang out here for about a month.
All right. Well, then I would take her out to lunch or something like that beforehand. Let's get a couple dates in there before the ball. All right. Okay. Okay. No, that sounds good. I feel good about the insight check using the inspiration. I feel like it's stabilized a bit. To be honest, Matt, I don't trust you. I trust Lady Torhana. I just don't trust
Lady Torhana is me. That's the thing.
She is me.
She is me.
That's awesome.
Something I haven't told you guys.
I just don't trust you, Matt. That's what I'm trying to do here. So I'm in because I'm just saying.
What have I ever done to you?
Okay, let's go down memory lane.
No,
Let's
it's
go
not
down memory lane. Yeah, let's do it. The last character I had who had sex inside of a game ended up with a doppelganger who tried to kill him inside that room. He had to bust out the window naked. Right, so that was one session. The second session, Quadril, the whole father thing.
Shalelu, she was pregnant.
No, I know. I'm just saying, bad things happen to the NPCs.
How is being
that
pregnant
my
a bad
PCs
thing?
Romance. Anyways, okay, cool. So Atlas feels pretty good about this. Nice little date
Apparently,
there.
having a child is a bad thing. But
No, I mean I'm good with it, but then
I mean, your father did
Frank.
kind of kidnap her and.
That too, but then he also Frank died from lightning shock or whatever the fuck it was, right?
Frank died?
I thought he did.
I don't
Anyway,
think he died.
all right, okay.
God, they killed Frank. Not
That was like
Frank.
4 years ago. Okay.
So Atlas is good. He turns on the charm, kisses her hand as he leaves. He has the information he needs, and he'll have further dates with her throughout the week and whatever. I go back to the team. I tell them, all right, guys. So Lady Torhana gave us another recommendation. I'm gonna lay it out there on the table with you guys. This guy. So let me remember, Matt, before I lay it out on the table.
Okay.
He never saw me. I just knew who he
No,
was.
you
right?
never saw him.
I
He
never
never
met
saw
him.
you.
I just okay. I'm not gonna tell them
You
anything
didn't
then.
like this guy, so you're like, yeah, fuck him.
I'm just gonna on the meta tell the players that I have a history with this
Okay.
guy, but from the player perspective, I'm not gonna share because I don't
So
think
what
there's
do you
risk.
tell them?
I just tell him that there's apparently this guy named Archibald that we can go check out. His Alan Archibald.
Deception check.
What?
I mean, you are lying. I mean,
Okay,
they'll
that's
just use
fair.
their passive insight.
That's fair. I am lying. That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
totally
think
fair.
anyone's passive insight sees through that.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right,
That's-
so there's this guy.
That's where I got the manual of quickness or whatever was from this
You
guy.
stole a
so.
precious heirloom from him.
Okay. Anyways, so that's where we should go to. He's hosting a festival in 1 month, and then also I'm gonna proceed with original Plan A of probably courting Lady Torhana. So that also just happened.
The room is silent.
And
I'm just
Atlas
like over here eating my eggs, just like sounds good.
Atlas just leaves.
Oh,
I drink
man.
milk.
Well, so what do you want to do for a month? I feel
Jesus.
lame just like pushing fast forward for
All
1
right,
month.
1 month happens. You guys can just putz around town.
I don't really want to fast forward too late, months later.
Okay, all right. Well,
No, like what?
We have
what
this-
Is there anything you
I'm
want to
laying
do
out-
next month?
yeah, there's you could check on the Goblin Guard if you wanted to.
I want to start building my house.
Yeah, you can start build. You want it on a grassy knoll, right? But underneath the knoll was like a bunker or something.
Well, we picked that little hill right across the river from
Yeah.
the town
Yeah.
going east. So I'm
Okay.
gonna build like a small tower above it, but I'm gonna like work on a cave
All
infrastructure.
right, how much
below it.
money do you have?
I don't know. I'd have to ask the GM.
Well, let me check your character sheet. How much does it have on it?
Well, I thought I was going to get some background
No.
funds.
Yeah, you have like what 10,000 gold pieces in a bank.
Something like that.
I think that's what it was, but I will check. I think it's in your inventory actually, like a banknote or something. But Jacques character sheet. Here we are. Come on, load up. All right. Line of credit, and I will whisper that. Didn't show up. Okay. Well,
Like I see it on there. I just don't see what its value is.
line of credit. I'm pretty sure it's 9,500 because you. Yeah, because that's weird. It doesn't public line of credit. Yeah, it's 9,500 because you have 500 gold pieces. Because I told you 10,000 gold pieces, and you took out 500 of that to have on you. And this is not stuff that you're privy to, Zach. So.
That's fine. I mean,
I see you typing down there. I'm like, all right, this guy's 10,000.
No, I'm doing it on
He's
something
like, so
else.
this guy's loaded.
You
Perfect.
know what I'm doing for the next month? Killing
So
this guy.
before that, I was gonna offer to give him something from the treasury.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I mean, but we
He's
haven't
like,
had
well,
that.
now I know he's rich, so fuck him.
I don't really though, but right. But like that's the thing is he has a month of building time, right? And the same thing is I would like to work on identities, but I need fucking names like right away.
Yeah.
I just don't want to lose days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, so, anyways, if you need money, well, you can come talk to us about it. But otherwise, you can self-fund.
Yeah, Jacques, what do you want to do? You want to just go to Javar and extend your line of credit, like take it out?
Well, if I can get some from the treasury, because I kind of at this point my only role here is like a mercenary.
Basically.
I just kind of get an advance on this plane jumping job, because it does have a little risk to it. So maybe I see some of that up front. So whatever you guys are willing to, forward me on that, I'm gonna try to get as much as I can, obviously.
All right. And as of now, the treasury, you can still just freely extract money from without making a check, because normally once the city gets really going, you have to make a check to draw from the treasury, because you'll be essentially extorting funds from yourself, but the nation, from taxes and all that, and it will be a certain check. But right now, everyone's hopeful that this is a new life for them, but they don't really know just yet. Give it another year, and we'll see where the nation's at. Maybe it becomes a real nation to the world instead of just you. But you can freely withdraw that from the treasury if you want. And Jacques, you think a good 500 gold pieces would buy you enough lumber and whatnot? And
I'm going with stone.
yeah, okay, stone. All right.
Stone.
I would go
I use a
1,000.
lot of fire.
1,000 gold pieces would get you a nice 2-level tower, and
That's kind of what I'm looking for. A little 2-story.
Yeah.
I mean, it's small. It's supposed to look small on top.
yeah, and
It's supposed to be easily mistaken for a small watchtower.
okay. So it basically,
And the underground stuff, I'm going to kind of do myself between blasting and because it's going to be kind of magic oriented.
yeah, I get you.
So
So
you
it's
just got a tiny shack with a giant hole under it.
Right.
it's
Where I can put people in there and lower lotion down.
it's
And
gonna be on a hill, and it's gonna. Is it going to have a? You said you wanted it like an underground bunker, right? As well.
yeah, it's going to be like a small cave structure. It might just have some tunnels with 1 or 2 secret exits. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's right here. Has a little top to it.
I want a flat top so I can get out on top.
A flat
of it.
top. All right.
Yeah.
Fuck that. We don't want that then. We want delete you. Can we not delete you? There we go.
Why you no delete?
So you drew a nice penis there.
Shut up. I don't want.
Shut up.
I knew I shouldn't have let you draw this.
All
Why
right.
is everything so phallic with you?
All right. So you have a little flat top right here, and has a nice little flag right up there.
Do you guys have a flag?
It's not really
No.
even. But,
Well, I don't know.
Not yet. You guys haven't really come up with a sigil for your kingdom. But you start getting the work out. You know, you get the framing done. Do you give him 1,000 gold pieces?
What did you just write there?
So
Framing. Sorry.
Oh, frame. Okay, I thought it said Frammy. I was like, what is Castle Frammy?
I have named my house Framey.
So if the conversation naturally took the turn of, hey guys, I'm trying to build a house right now. I've done a lot of stuff for you guys. Could you help me with gold a little bit? You don't have to ask for gold. You can do it some high road way where you just infer whatever, right? Atlas would be fine with giving you 1,000 gold.
Cool.
So like circumventing the conversation entirely.
All right.
You get to keep your pride and also 1,000 gold. There you go, right?
I'm just wanting an advance on future lives that will be taken in the name of contract breaking.
You know, I mean, contracts are a specialty, right? So if you want, we have a ring you can wear.
I'm good. I'm good on. Don't give me that wedding ring.
Yeah. So
I would like you to be mine.
basically, you got 1,000 gold pieces, and it all went out towards the labor that you had to pay and the stone that had to be drug in. And over the course of the month, you're pretty much not seen.
I want to, if I can, I'll just to make sure like the underground is good. I'll pull 1,000 from my other line and bring in people to mine that out to
Okay.
really make sure that it's solid underground. Like
Okay.
it's,
We'll make it a little bit bigger then.
but the top part is strictly where that first 1,000 went.
Yeah.
But the underground part is.
So you actually have a nice little area with a couple rooms in it, right? That's underneath this tower. I mean, it's a solid little bunker beneath there. The first 1,000, it's not done. They haven't put the stonework up yet. What they've done is laid the rebar, the rebar and the filling for the stone, and they put up some lumber as well to help support it, the basic frame. And they've started to lay the frame. And meanwhile, you've had people come in and start tunneling out beneath this tower.
And adding the support system.
And
stuff.
adding supports to it. It's not completely done. It'll take maybe another month before it's completely done. But that money, 2,000 gold, small little 2-story tower, no problem. Now, if it was a keep, it's different. When I'm talking about a tower, I'm talking like, it's like the first floor is maybe 30 feet by like 20 feet. And the second floor is like 10 by 20. And then the chunk of it is the underground.
Yeah.
All right. We have basically 2 rooms, like a 40 by 15 room and a little 10 by 15 room. I'll write that down right now. 40 by 15. And come on, write. It doesn't want to write with this.
Right, damn you, right.
Come on, there we go. So the underground is your main storage. In about a month, another month's time, that'll be all cleaned out. In the meanwhile, what are you guys wanting to do?
I mean, I'm gonna make false identities, court Lady Turhana.
Okay.
I'm good at sewing. Can I make her a dress or something, like a gift?
Okay. Which date are you wanting to do this on?
I don't know, man.
After the first, do you wanna go to Javar and have a date? Do you wanna stick it here and have a date into the wilds, or you're not really sure what she goes for?
I know. I don't really want to give it that much thought because I don't want to take away from the rest of the group. So maybe, I don't know, talk later about it, I guess? I don't know.
Well, let's
Just
talk
show
now.
her-
It's fine.
tell her-
He's an expert assassin.
Tell
but
her
he's
some
frozen.
stories,
A lot of fates.
some dangerous stories that you've had,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, so
basically,
clearly
it's how I
into
imagine.
that.
Everyone's like, you're getting ready for your first date. Everyone's in the room. They're like, man, I don't know what to do. And they're all giving you advice.
Can
okay.
you throw fire? Can you make fire? That always works. Throw fire at her.
Throw fire. Okay. All right.
Girls
how I
love
do it.
fire.
Kill monsters. That impresses women.
Now she's clearly got a thing for the adventurous type. Just share some stories.
I think we'll go. Let's go to the woods, like camp. Go for picnic.
Okay.
Let's go picnic.
Picnic.
For day
Sounds
one.
great. What do you pack?
Trail rations.
Trail rations.
Come on, let's go do man shit. No.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could go. I have a bow and stuff. I guess I could go hunt fresh food, fresh meat, and then make something. But I'm not a good cook. That's the thing. I'm good at poisoning food, but not very good at cooking it myself.
You have cooks available to you.
Grim, you strike me as somebody who's okay at cooking. Would you be willing to help me out with preparing the lunch?
It's gonna be the third wheel here.
I mean, is that no? He should be doing all this prior to the actual.
Yeah,
event.
this is before the event.
But
Just
I
like,
was
hey, baby, I'm gonna go cut this deer right in front of you.
I was gonna say valid question. Like, are any of us going not to be involved, but like, are two leaders of the civilization going out in the woods that still have some goblin problems and stuff? Like,
You guys took care of the goblin problem.
we can keep a safe distance, and I think you can take care of yourself.
Yeah.
But we really don't want to risk losing both of you at the same time. 'cause we
She's
would be
also
done.
she's capable too.
Yeah,
Like
she's a cleric.
She's a cleric of
Okay.
Saloon.
See, I've never seen her do anything other
Yeah,
than talk.
and she's like an 8th level, 9th level cleric. So she's
She's
not
a pro.
incapable.
I love that. I haven't seen her do anything but
Yeah.
talk. Nah, same here, man.
I mean, she
This just
cured.
seems to be her
I mean,
whole role.
Atlas thinks she's all powerful because she cured Fel and his hangover once.
Okay.
So,
Good
just out
skill
of
to have.
curiosity, what would I use to try to cook?
That would be. Well, are you proficient in chef's tools, like knives?
No.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean, I
All right. In that case,
I'm trying to figure out
It would
what
be a
exactly
dexterity.
I have.
You could use your wisdom
I don't have any tools.
to know, like, what would go well together. Yeah, this is obviously this and that. Put some rosemary on some chicken. Boom, bam.
I'll
good.
toss dexterity down too. If you want help.
But
I don't know.
initially, wisdom to come up with a fitting meal for a picnic.
Okay, well, I mean, any particular wisdom? Or just wisdom in
just roll a straight wisdom check. 1d20
Alright.
plus 5. Oh yeah, that's right. You're plus 5 now because you read that book over the week.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was a really good cookbook.
Oh, holy
Anything you want to know,
shit.
throw a question
All
at
right,
my face.
Yeah, you think, this time of year, pheasant, some wild game bird would be great. You tell Atlas to go hunt some pheasant out. They can be seen growing in the weeds and the reeds along the embankments of the rivers and a little bit past that. And grab some rosemary, some thyme a little bit,
Also, see if you can catch yourself a fish or two.
Yeah,
That'll just
fish.
go really
Yeah,
nice.
fish and pheasant to provide a
It'll really
plethora of options,
it'll really entice the palate. It'll be
Yes.
amazing.
and also some figs this time of year would be fine as well.
I pack wine as well, and then
Yes.
with that 25, I'm hoping Grim can help me cook it too.
Yeah, absolutely he can. You guys do that. You can easily hunt some stuff. This takes like
I love
a
this.
day.
It's like I tell him what to get, and then we're in the kitchen. He's like, "All right, so what do we do now?" I don't fucking even know what these things are. I don't know.
Let me
What
think
are you
real
supposed
hard
to do
again.
with this? This looks like a weapon. It's a frying pan. I don't know.
Cooking divine.
You know?
No, you know
funny.
you know what to do with it, Grim. You're like,
Oh, yeah?
okay, I grew up around some kitchens,
Right.
with that wisdom check.
What do you I mean, what do you think I did my entire time? I wasn't ever big enough to be in the military.
You're
so
a
I had to
cleric
learn to
of
cook.
knowledge. I mean,
I had to learn to cook shit.
you're a cleric of
That's a
knowledge.
cooking domain.
Oh man, that's funny as fuck.
So,
Too
anyways, you go out, get some fish, you get some pheasant, he brings it back. So whoever wants to roll dexterity,
I'll roll dexterity, please.
okay, the
Yeah,
other
mine's
can
not
help
that
him.
great.
The other can help him. You'll have advantage on it, essentially.
Okay.
So Greem helps you on that, Atlas. He tells you where to cut it, so you have advantage on dexterity checks for this meal.
So dexterity, can I roll acrobatics or no?
No. This is
Just
going to be
dexterity.
dexterity.
And is this a check
This
or
is flips.
not a throw?
Come on,
This
let
is
him
just
do
a
that
check.
let him do acrobatics. He can do the Shogun dinner like he's gonna do it
Like,
in front of
oh,
everybody.
choo 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 choo.
No, it's cool. I'll show her the acrobatics later.
You throw the egg. You throw the egg, and I make it splatter.
Oh,
Very
that's
nice.
great. That's good. Yeah, you cut it just the right way. You cook it, and it comes out really nice. You have some nice pears to go along with it, and figs, and it looks great.
Fucking caramelize that shit.
Now it just needs to be maintained temperature.
Plus 13 dex.
Maybe Jacques can help create a.
Oh, no,
It's,
No,
That's okay.
he rolled a 13 plus 5.
yeah, it's a +5. Yeah.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
I have a
Is
plus
off the
13.
chart.
I have a plus 13 in acrobatics. That's what I really want
Yeah,
to roll.
and so now the only question
God.
is, with the date looming 2 hours away,
Mhm.
You need a way to keep this the right temperature.
I go to Jacques. He's got flaming powers.
He's
fire
got
powers.
magic.
He's got magic
magic.
powers.
You got magic, baby.
I go to Jacques and I ask him to help me with my date.
Jesus
help me get
Christ.
the food.
I feel like this is like a date simulator, right? It's like,
This,
hey, man,
this is a
I'm going
filler
on a date.
episode
I'm like,
if I've ever
I've
seen
been
one in
waiting.
anime.
I tried to avoid this,
Yeah.
Matt. I was like,
No,
Matt,
this
you
is
and
great.
can
I love
talk
it.
about
I love
later.
it. This
That's
is
like,
great.
fuck
Does
it, we're
gentle
doing it.
repose keep this meat good or something?
It's
I
the mini
had-
game.
What are
Like,
you wearing?
Yeah,
What do you-
prestidigitation. You could
what do
cast
you wear?
it on a box or some on the meat on the
First,
meal
wait.
itself.
Um,
Okay, yeah, go
well,
for it.
so
I
I
could have made it just taste good in prestidigitation.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll open up to Jacques a little bit. I pull out the handy haversack and I pull out my wardrobe. And you see clothes you've never seen Atlas wear before, and there's a lot of fucking clothes in there. Some are questionable. You're like, why the hell do you own this, right? And there's just a lot of
Put
things.
the leather
in
suit
here.
back in there.
Yeah. the ball
the
gag.
gimp
Throw
suit
that
away.
away.
That comes out for later.
That's for later, yeah.
But
Roger
I
has a rack of clothes.
Yeah,
Just keep
so
going,
I have
going.
I have a full stacked wardrobe that's in the handy haversack. It's broken out in my well, not the character sheet. It's in my running notes. And so I show you. I've got a lot of nobles clothes, right? So a lot of choices that you can have me. I don't know. What do you think, Jacques?
I want-
What should I
I
wear?
want to
Make
say
you look good.
because again, like I've got several sets of noble clothes too. Because as a courtier, like my whole job was to know what was going on with fashion. So I want to make sure he's set, and I
Yeah.
might use some prestidigitation too to make sure he smells good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You know that the clothes he has there, he's going on a picnic. You know and his noble clothes. They're what kind of noble clothes are they? Are they?
So from my identities, right?
Okay.
Basically, Sir Everest Magnamar is a merchant and nobleman.
Okay. Yeah. No, you don't want that one. Yeah, because he was from. What region was he from? Was he from Aerodenia or was he?
Sir Everest Magnamar.
Yeah.
He owns the Far East Trading Company, so I'm assuming Far East somewhere.
Far East. Okay. So
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
Torvoxel Eastern. All right.
Sure.
So he was like kind of very what's the word
I'm
for
gonna try
that?
to westernize him a little bit here.
Yeah. He definitely wants to wear more of an Aerodine nobility, which is more tight-fitting but relaxing clothing. Or he can also go like West Coast style Aerodenia, which is very free-flowing robes, but thin
I like
robes.
that one, though. I like
Yeah,
that one.
I feel like that's where
And
we
I-
want to go.
I think that makes
Western
sense
and
for
it's-
going out in the wilderness. You want to be
True.
comfortable and be able to
Yeah.
move.
So like
Especially if he
free-flowing
can
robes.
afford some moves and hunt a little bit. He's
And
gonna-
yeah.
Atlas, as he says this, you notice that her gown was almost see-through and very free-flowing robe. So obviously she's from Devon. So
Yep.
she grew up on the coast her whole life. She's used to that type of style.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna get him perfumed up too.
Yeah.
With prestidigitation.
All right. What
Okay.
about?
I'm gonna keep the
elements?
food going with some fire while we're doing this.
Okay, you got
Command
that.
fire.
Just an easy like 165 degree, no problem.
This is the weirdest mini game I've ever played in
It is.
D&D.
I'm not sure what we're doing here at this point.
All right. It doesn't
Also,
matter.
good. I'll just hex her before she goes, so that she
Okay.
has
Tonight on The Bachelor,
So-
D&D
so she has
5e.
disadvantage on wisdom, so he can just lie his ass off.
All right. I do want to apologize to Aenos as well. I just don't think Aenos has. I don't know what you
The
could bring to
social
my
skills.
date. I don't know.
All right. So as this is all happening, as you're
He's
this is
wearing a
all-
mask over there, you know.
Just like,
you don't know how this happened, but he somehow got a hold of the what are you eating? Like, what are you cooking?
pheasant. And,
Oh, God.
And
Don't
fish.
poison it.
Somehow got a hold of the pheasant's heart. It's holding it in your hand and presents it to you. Eat it. It will gain its courage.
Jesus. God damn it. I
You're
mean,
like,
all right.
You get
no.
blood on your clothes, I swear.
All right.
Like,
This is
Jock and I are
Atlas.
like,
Atlas, trust.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. The guys are saying don't do it.
I'm just saying, don't make a mess.
yeah,
I
if
won't
you
make
get
a mess.
sick,
All right. I won't make a
Sitting
mess,
out in the woods, you're gonna go poop behind a tree.
but I will do it. So
All right.
I want to cement the brotherhood. That this is the team that's helping back me on this date. I will eat
Constitution
some of the
check.
heart. All right.
oh gosh.
Oh,
You
this could
vomit.
be.
Guidance.
All right,
Guidance?
with guidance.
I
Thank
cast
you.
guidance.
Jesus Christ. All
I'm
right.
not gonna roll it. It's just a D4. I'm not gonna roll it because you
All
know what it
right,
is.
go ahead, roll D4, add on to that.
Yeah.
Come on,
Come on,
get me
get a
past the
2.
10.
Get a 2.
Get me past the 10.
It,
Oh, come on, 4. Come on, 4. Go ahead and roll it.
is it not showing up?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet either. Atlas, what's up?
I don't see it either.
Oh, here, I'll roll it for you.
Oh, I roll the d4.
That's
oh,
all right.
I'm an
Yes,
idiot.
you roll a D4. Yeah.
Oh, Atlas rolled it. Okay,
You're good. There we go.
you're good.
All
Okay,
right,
12.
Oh fuck.
It's
dude.
it's a little, it's warm still.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
Oh god.
I'm just sitting here in awe.
But you eat it. You eat it, and weirdly enough, it seems to give you courage. Both Aenos, Atlas, and everyone gain an inspiration because this has been a pretty inspiring event.
Yeah, this is a cool
All I
team
can
building
all
here.
I can say is like Atlas vomits a little in his mouth and he has to swallow it. And
And
I'm
he
like,
swallowed
you know,
it back down.
I heard,
Ew.
I read somewhere that some cultures actually eat vomit.
Jesus.
And
He knows is standing there watching this.
You're
Like,
thinking about
it's totally normal.
Yeah,
Here,
This is-
wash that down with a tall glass of holy shit.
yeah. But you guys all gain inspiration. Another inspiration. And remember, the max that you can have is 3 in this homebrew setting. But weirdly enough, Atlas, you feel encouraged.
Everyone to help me prepare for my date. It's adorable.
It's adorable.
Thanks, team.
Yay.
Cool. Well, I think
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Again, please be safe and neither of you die. That's my last bit of advice.
I feel good about it. I like our chances. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, so this is let me add some days. This is like the 3rd day in the week. Oh yeah, it's perfect.
He's really grown
So
into such a
it's a
handsome
hot
young
summer
man.
day. It's the 26th of Telosia, and the air is still, and the sky is slightly overcast. But you approach the manor, and as you go up the steps, there is Lady Torhada, and she is wearing this white silken dress that's tied around the waist with a blue sparkling ribbon, and the accents from her shoulders down to her wrist are blue. And you know the colors of her house are blue and white. And as she steps down and the sun hits it, when the sun hits it, you can see kind of through it. Just barely.
Nice. This
It's
is
very
where
provocative.
I should have wore the tight-fitting clothes. Cause
No, you
Alice-
wear the loose-fitting. You're kind of in her style, but what colors are you wearing them in?
Nice. I not black. I don't know. I'll wear white, brighter colors than what I normally do. I don't have a strong.
All right, Jacques,
But
you were actually the one who was suggesting
Yeah,
things.
Jacques. What am I wearing? You gave.
What
it
are
to
you
me.
wearing? What is he
What
wearing?
I would have tried to match, because once he told me where she was from, I would have tried to match like that.
Complementary
that
colors, like
Yeah.
blue to her, like green to her blue, like a sea green to her
Yeah.
blue or something.
I mean, yeah, I could see sea green. I'm thinking like maybe an off-white with
Yeah.
some burgundy or wine red.
That could be
Just to show his royal prowess.
Off-white with burgundy. You're wearing off-white
Yeah.
with burgundy,
Yeah,
and
I
not
like it.
you're wearing not quite the robes, but you're wearing a loose-fitting silk shirt, that is off-white and burgundy at the it kind of matches her style.
Cool.
You guys go out and you have your date. It goes wonderfully. I'm not going to have you roll for anything.
You're like,
You
oh,
guys
this
talk
is-
about small things.
Mini game.
It's awkward.
This mini game is over.
It's basically awkward just because you've both been ruling the nation from your different ways, and so you both find it endearing that it's hard to do simple conversation. But she does enjoy the pheasant. She compliments your attire, and she likes your emboldened attitude. And so with that, we'll take our first little break, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Minigame victory.
Woohoo!